Hello everyone, how are you doing today? It's me, and these past couple of days I've been working on this game. It's not finished yet, but so the first thing I did was I added a main menu screen so people can customize how they want to play their game or graphics, VSync, full screen and other stuff like that. Also, I added some areas. I tried to make them a bit like scary because it's gonna be like a horror game. That's my plan for this. Also, I added some blood as well to make it a bit like scary so the player can like feel like a bit scared when they're walking through like the long hallway because I'm planning for there to be like a really, really, really long hallway there. And it can sometimes be a bit difficult. It took me 20 minutes to make the long hallway because I curved it 10 degrees. So because of that, it took a little bit to be able to fix everything, and I had to do lots of stuff as well. So then the next thing I did is I made a puzzle where there's a pressure plate and there's a door. You have to, and there's a block. So the player has to move the block and bring that block to the pressure plate. Well, they have to like move it to the pressure plate in order to open up the door. And after that, the player's gonna walk into like a new area. But I don't know what this area is gonna be. Some plans for me is I'm planning for it to maybe be like a museum where the player goes inside and meets like a dinosaur and has to collect three pieces for like a puzzle. And once he does that, the monster wakes up and there's like a monster, like the monster is trying to catch you and tries to hurt you. Where here you have to use objects that fall down from the ceiling to hurt the monster and turn into a statue again. And another thing that I'm thinking about doing is maybe making that area like a daycare, where you're in that daycare, you meet like a daycare attendant, but it's a robot and but it's possessed, so you have to find generators, about six, maybe five, who knows, and you have to fix them. And he's chasing you while you're trying to fix them. So that's another thing that I'm doing that I'm thinking about. So let me down in the comments, and I don't know how to like make gameplay yet. I don't know how to show gameplay to you guys yet, so I'm sorry about that. But I'll try my best to try to add some gameplay, and I'll maybe try to to put it in like a link so you guys can like see it. So you guys can be like happy with like the stuff that I'm doing. And let me know down in the comments for any of your ideas. So mostly what I did. That's mostly did so far with it. And I'm also planning about putting some like voice characters, like allies. I'm also planning about to use like something like you hold like this thing and you launch it and it can break doors, or maybe like a time machine, or maybe I'm thinking about to be like a time machine where the player goes inside that time machine, or then after it's in the time machine experiences some memories and some other stuff like that. But guys, guess what? I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm thinking about the end to be. What I'm thinking for the end to be, it's gonna be like the player walks into this hotel room because it's kind of like a hotel, but not like a hotel. It's kind of like everything in one. It's kind of like a mall, this place. And the player listens to this recording. I'm also planning about getting a green screen so I can make like a person, which is myself, and talk on that about saying like stuff that makes the player a bit scared. And after I'm planning for it to be like a monster banging on the door, and that's how the chapter will end. So that's one thing I'm thinking about for an ending. A second one is where you're getting chased by the main villain, and after that you reach a certain area and something falls on you and you fall into the depths of the facility, ending the chapter. That's another thing I'm working on. And so I'm gonna try to post on somewhere about Saturday or maybe Sunday because I don't really have all the time because I also have school. I also have school that I'm doing. So I don't have so much time to like be able to make this. So yeah, that's how it's gonna mostly be. Guess what, guess what, guys? Also, I am working about getting maybe like something cool. Like I'm thinking about making like a picture of like the main character, and I'm also trying to make like notes. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out how to use voice acting and make notes for the people so they can listen to, so they can read the notes. And also, I'm planning for there to be like some tapes, like tapes that you have to listen to. And that's mostly what I'm thinking about. So that's all that I have for this week. I ran out of time, so that's all I can do for this week. And that's mostly what's gonna be. It's gonna be like every Saturday or Sunday, or maybe even Friday, who knows? I'll try to post and try to make like something cool for you guys. And who knows, maybe in the future I'll be able to make some gameplay. I'll be able to make some gameplay so you guys can finally see what I've been working on. It's not that great, but I don't think it's that great. But it may look cool to you guys, but I'm not sure for myself too well, so I don't really know too much. But that's all the time I have for today. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you, and see you next week.